In knowing about sex offenders and their crimes, we seek understanding of these people and of their offenses. These stories help us understand the minds and motivations of potential sex offenders who don't even know what they are about to do. Because of this, no one who claims to care about victims of sex crimes can justify turning a deaf ear to the stories of the offenders we know. The offenders we know can help us to understand and help those headed toward offending. Can you tell me about your sex crime?
Sure, actually, basically, the funny case that I got was trying to lure a minor under the age of 13 by using technology, using the computer, online. I was a member of a dating website, and I met this person or woman that I thought was over the age of 18, and started communicating with her. And after a while, I just exchanged my phone number with her, and the next type of communication was just texting each other. And yes, there were some explicit sexual text messages back and forth between her and myself. And apparently, how I found out everything else is the mother confiscated the woman's cell phone.
And we should probably call her a girl then, for mom's confiscating her phone.
Yes, then I got the police phone call coming in and said, the mom brought the phone inside the station and just want to ask you some couple questions. And basically, I got arrested for trying to lure a minor under the age, trying to lure a minor using technology. Basically, she was 13 years old.
You met her inside an adult dating site?
Yes.
And she didn't say, hey, I'm only 13, who wants to date me?
Oh, no.
No, she was pretending to be older.
Yes.
And unlike so many of these cases, this was not a sting operation. This was actually a real person.
Yes, this is yes, she was a real person.
So one of the take-home little pieces our audience needs to remember is maybe we need to be really responsible about watching what sites our young children are getting onto. Because for a 13-year-old to be going to an adult site where there was no pornography involved, there was no illicit activity going on, she was participating as an adult in a dating scene, just like slipping into a bar with a fake ID. I think a parent needs to be on top of that, don't you think?
Well, yes, that's for sure.
So how ugly did it get? I mean, did you end up having sex with her, or?
Actually, no. We just met for under 5 minutes. I was heavily intoxicated during that time. I was drinking heavily during that time. And like I said, we only met for under the last 5 minutes. I only gave her a kiss. And she ran back into the house. We met in front of her house. And I found it kind of odd that she went back inside. But, and after that, I tried to stop the communication with her.
You tried to stop the communication?
Yes. Yes, to blow it up. I didn't know, what was going on. I didn't know her real age or anything like that. But she was still texting me, and I was texting her back. But I was trying to make myself be more uninteresting to her, or be more.
You're trying to do the brush off?
Yeah, it has to do the brush off.
Okay.
So basically, after sentencing, well, this is going a little bit more forward. After sentencing, I only got 3 years sentence of probation. No, I didn't serve no time in prison. Lifetime supervision.
Okay, well, but before that, at what point did you finally learn, or at what point did you finally suspect that she might not have been 18 or older? How early was it in the game before you?
After I met her. So that was maybe about a week after I met her. I started kind of suspecting that maybe she's not who she is, who I think she is. Just better stop what we're doing.
About a week after you met her, but by then you'd already been talking to her on the internet or using texting for how many weeks?
For about 2-3 weeks.
Okay. How long before you actually knew for sure she was not 18 or older?
When I got a phone call
from
the police.
Okay, so you never got confronted by anybody before, like the mother didn't come out and yell at you or phone you up or anything like that?
Actually, now that you mention it, yes, there was one where she called me up.
The mom?
Or no, it was her. Like several weeks after that, it was about a week, less than a week before I got called by the police. She called me up, and the mom took her phone away from the daughter.
But the reason for the phone call was she was trying to like warn you off?
No, I think she was trying to introduce me to her mother or something, to make me feel more comfortable around her, that I won't be like brushing her off.
Oh, the daughter called you?
Yes.
So, and then she introduced you to her mom on the phone?
Yes.
Her mom says she's a very nice girl, she's very sweet, and that's all you got?
Yeah, I mean, and just like
Wow.
maybe like the little happy, my daughter's so nice and this and that.
She never asked how old you were?
No.
For you, back in those days, about how much were you drinking?
I was drinking between a 6-pack, maybe more than a 6-pack per day. That was the minimum, at least.
Like a 12-pack?
Oh, yes, all at once. It wasn't like in a prolonged tour the whole entire day, but this was after I got off from work.
And that was every day, pretty much?
Yes, every day.
More on the weekends?
Yes, more on the weekends, that's for sure.
How much on the weekends?
12-pack, maybe more.
Plus how much tequila?
Maybe a bottle of tequila.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, and during that time I never thought I had
How
a
come you're
problem.
not dead? That's a lot of booze.
Yes, it is.
And how long has it been since you had a drink?
About 4 years now.
Ever since this offense?
Yes.
What other kinds of changes have there been in your life?
Actually, I found a more steadier job.
You've gotten a steadier job now?
Yes.
How long have you been working it?
Actually, I've been working. I have 2 jobs basically. I've been working for this maintenance company close to 3 years now, and for this other one, which I just barely got hired as a full time, maybe about 5 to 6 months now.
Oh, are you working for them as did you say earlier you said a driver or something?
No, maintenance. But, oh yes, for the second job, I'm a driver.
Okay.
CDL driver. Before, I used to use alcohol to make myself relax and talk more to them more freely about anything. Now, since I don't have can't say the drinking problem, but since I don't drink anymore, I'm all sober, I step out of my box, at least, and out of my comfort zone, and be more outspoken, which I was really scared of before. That's what I use alcohol for, so I can cope with my loneliness and my introvert side that I have.
Your shyness?
Yes, the shyness that I
Okay.
have together.
At the time of the offense, did you even really have any functioning friendships, though? True friendships?
Yes.
Who was
I
your
did not knew that I had those true friendships until the sentencing, or until I got arrested or it got into that problem. I did not knew how strong those friendships were until they got actually tested.
How could you not know?
I was more conceited within myself, more arrogant, more prideful. And I didn't stop to realize and appreciate the friendship as I should have before.
So how many real friends did you have from that period?
I had 2.
But you weren't much of a friend yourself, were you, back then?
I tried to be there for them as much as I could.
But looking back
I can't
on it,
say, yes, I cannot say that was too much of a true friend.
you still friends with them?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm really thankful that they stuck with me then and right now. And like I said, our friendship has got way better because they have noticed a different change, which is for a better, good change.
This is a message for all of those who want to be a part of the solution on Tell Me About Your Sex Crime. We're interested in interviewing you. If you're a sex offender, if you're a victim, or if you're a family member of a sex offender, we would like to interview you for our show. Please don't hesitate because of money or distance. We will find a way to overcome those difficulties, if at all possible. We may choose to do an interview over the internet, or perhaps we will fly you into our local area so that we can go ahead and pursue getting your message out to the entire world.